enjoyed the personal travel. He'd also enjoyed the occasional no-strings-attached fun with discreet colleagues, and that had stopped when he got out of the military, too. Because he bought a plane and a house and poured himself into this next stage of his life. Because he invested everything he had in a 10-year plan, and that first year, and it really seemed like it wouldn't get off the ground. The soul-deep shame he felt that year dragged him right back to high school, to that feeling of not being smart enough to get into university, to that fear that he would never amount to anything impressive. The middle kid, the troubled bad boy. Back then, it had been January Howe who had saved his ass. And then he'd fucked that up, too, by falling head over dick in lust with her, in that wild and reckless teenage way. While he waited for his computer to boot up, he pulled up the group chat with his brothers to text them a reminder of his departure time. He truly did love flying home to have breakfast with them, private angst aside. The reason for tomorrow's visit was his brother's wedding later this summer. Will wanted to convene a wedding planning committee, a subcommittee to the primary committee of Will and his fiancée, Katie. A bro-middy, he called it, to plan a few surprises for his bride. It was vaguely nauseating, but mostly benign and secretly a bit cute. And there was no breakfast quite like diner breakfast at Mac's. So when Will texted to see if the lake was landable, and did Seth want to fly south for a spontaneous gathering because Adam and Owen, both first responders, had a rare Saturday morning off together, there was only one answer. Seth, I'm in. Will, great. I'll email everyone the group planning document. Seth, and I'm out. Will, I'm joking. Adam, is he though? Josh, definitely not, but I've blocked this email address so I'm safe. Owen, this is the first big family wedding, you guys. Play nice. Big brother playing dad, as always. Seth rolled his eyes as he reread those text messages from earlier, then fired off a quick follow-up message. Seth, sunrise is at 7:29 tomorrow. I'll be departing promptly at 7:30. Should be landing around 8:15. The next morning, he slowly glided to a stop next to the dock at Howe's Marina, then hopped out and tied up his plane. The small marina sat in the center of the harbor's curve, at the T-junction of Main Street and Old Whiskey Harbor Road, which snaked along the shoreline. On the other side of the intersection, hidden by the marina at the moment, was his brother Josh's garage. Once upon a time, the harbor had been a vibrant hub, though that had faded in recent years. As he strode toward the marina's main building to check in, memories from 20 years ago rolled through his mind. They did every time he flew into Pine Harbor. Sneaking onto the roof late at night, smoking a joint with January on some random sailboat the day after Seth's mom died. The first time they had sex. The last time they had sex. The night they broke up. 2 years of teenage hormones, shared grief, and private pain, and nobody knew about almost any of it. Well, nobody except January, and she didn't work here anymore. Hadn't in years. She was a teacher now, at the school where Will was the principal, because Pine Harbor was just that small. It was her sister who ran the family business now, which was why Seth felt comfortable flying home this often. He could handle seeing August, even if she did remind him of her older sister. And his own complicated feelings about this place took a back seat to flying south being the easiest way to visit his brothers. A 45-minute flight sure beat a 2-hour ferry ride with at least an hour of driving on either side. Besides, the marina needed his business. That's why he had signed an agreement with August last summer to run charters out of Pine Harbor at least 3 times a week, from early May until Labor Day.